Alright, this is a video I'm putting together here. We are now 10 seconds in, but this is my trip report to Holiday World. I got a little slideshow put together for you. Fair warning, I am a little inebriated, and I plan to be so more and throughout the end of this. Hopefully I can get this under 10 minutes. I'm doing this in one go, so I have no idea how long this will go. So today was a day, it was the last weekday, August, what was it, 9th? 10th. That, last weekday that, Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana was open. Weekday. They're still going to be open for weekends. But it was a very, very good day. It started out a little rough, but, it was a high of mid 90s with a heat index of like 105, and boy, I felt that over the first 2 hours. It's mostly because last night spent my night with my friend Jim at the hotel by myself. And with Jim, we both slayed some younglings. And after that, I woke up this morning, feeling pretty good. Then the heat got to me, and first got onto the voyage, the very first ride I did. It was a really cool ride. Then I walked up to the Thunderbird, which is like a 10-minute walk back and forth between the voyage and that. And then after that, it's like, okay, I've got to get at least one ride on every single coaster I can, except for the kid coaster. And by the time I got done walking back and forth, riding the voyage in Thunderbird, it's like, okay, the legend's next. And that legend took an hour for me to get through the line. And during that whole time, felt like hurling because I was still drunk-ish, and it was hot, and there were loads of Amish people around me, and they all, I don't think any of them had any deodorant. Anyways, after that, it was still friggin' hot. And, went onto the Raven, and the Raven took a 50-minute wait. But I'll get to that in a minute. So anyways, what is Holiday World? This is not Holiday World. This is Gary, Indiana. This is on the other side of the state of Indiana to Holiday World. Holiday World is on the southern border of Indiana. It is right across the river from Kentucky. It's close to Kentucky, Ohio, and Illinois. For any of you who do not know who Holiday World is or what Holiday World... Sorry, I'm a little drunk. Oh, I forgot to mention I'm drinking while doing this, too. Anyways, what's there to do in southern Indiana besides Holiday World? Well, you can visit Lincoln's Indiana Boyhood Home. You can go to the Santa Claus Christmas store. You could go to the Indiana Baseball Hall of Fame. You can visit some caverns. You can visit some more caverns. You can visit a lake. And you can visit a lake in a cavern. But don't forget to visit the largest antique stores in the tri-state area. So anyways, on to Holiday World. I got a little bit into it already. This is the first photo I took. That is while I was in line for the Raven. That was a fun ride. I took this photo because these people behind me in the queue line, they were talking about wooden coasters not being safe, and I pointed to them. Hey, look, the legend stopped on its lift hill, and it scared the crap out of them. And by scare the crap out of them, they went, eh, oh well. So I didn't scare the crap out of them. What's the next photo? Now, that's the legend again. I wouldn't really recommend the legend. Actually, I would. I don't know. We'll get to my recommendations near the end. It is a pretty looking ride, though. I guess I thought it was a really pretty looking ride because I took two photos from the same spot. And there's this ride. I did not ride this. I looked at it and I was still hungover. And I thought, if I get on that, I am definitely throwing up. And I am not one to throw up on roller coasters or rides. But let's watch that again. But in my state of hungoverness, in the humidity and high heat, I knew I would not feel good on that. Unfortunately, later on in the day when I was feeling better, it was not running. They seem to have limited operations on some of the flat rides due to, I'm assuming, short staffing and the time of the season. But there's a still picture of it. I know it says Revolution down there, but it's the Hurlathon. And if you're looking at my YouTube channel, I've uploaded two videos today. One was this, and the other is the one you're currently watching. But my god, the voyage was a fun ride. This was totally worth the trip down here. I would have gotten more rides on it if it wasn't for my state of inebriation, and also the heat, and also the lots of walking. Because it's not like I'm obese, I got a little extra weight, but I'm just out of shape in the heat. Yeah, I'm not that fit anymore. God, that was a fun ride. I got it was 5 rides on that. One in the front, few in the back, and one in the middle, just to get a good sense. But the back is definitely the place to ride that ride. The voyage is great. But here's the thing. Later on during the day, once the water park opened, almost everything was a walk-on. It was empty seats. I mean, I was able to marathon Raven a few times without even going back into line. And again, the back seat on that is the best part. I'm not a backseat kind of person where it's like, you gotta always ride a roller coaster in the back. There's some coasters I prefer the front in. Like, But anyways, the back seat, great on the Raven. And here's a picture of a rock, but it's not a rock if you zoom in. It's a speaker. Oh, I'm pushing the button. I'm trying to get in the next picture. I don't want to delete the picture. Oh. Did I tell you that the rock was a speaker? So anyways, after a while of doing some marathoning and walking around the park a couple times, I come over to go ride the Raven again, and I see these hunky boys. Who does not like hunky boys? Then there was this one, climbing up the tower. I'm just gonna let you enjoy watching the hunky boy while I take this shot, because I'm drinking again. Because I do not learn my lessons. Oh, well, I'm thinking about it, actually. I made a list while I was at the park of stuff to remind me of stuff to talk about. Oh, there was Hunky Boy there. And there's Jesus. There's America. I love the sound of these ones. Let me mute this for a second. My background music. Let me mute that. I love the sound of these rides. pause that before I get a copyright strike. Put that back to mute. Get my background music back. I did not get to ride the Liberty Launch, but I've ridden many of those where I know what the experience was like. I will have to say, though, as I walked past there, I was noticing the staff was really fun and friendly, and that's one thing I noticed on every ride, was the loading staff, the staff right there, were always fun and friendly. Oh, and that's another thing. I tried getting French fries just as a little snack to nosh on, and almost every restaurant was closed. There were a couple stalls that sold like Dole Whip and pretzels, and then there was the main, what do you call it? Cafeteria, dinner house thingamabob. But I just wanted some French fries, and I did not feel like waiting for a half hour just for French fries. Which doesn't matter, because they're currently out of fried chicken. Here's the voyage for 2 seconds. This is where Pilgrim's Plunge used to be. And on that walk, I noticed a yellow spot on the ground. Who knows what they're gonna plan on building there next? Here's Thunderbird. I did enjoy this ride. I only rode it 3 times though, once in the morning and twice when I was out there again. It took like 6 minutes to walk out there each time and 6 minutes to walk back, and it's not like a flat path, it's up and down a hill, and I'm not the fittest of people, and it was a really hot and humid day, but it was a really fun ride. I think the back seat on the left was the best. Especially because of that inline twist at the end. You end up getting pulled down, so you're getting some really cool G-forces in the back left. Again, they were out of stuff, out of blue raspberry apparently. There's Santa's Merry Marketplace. That's the place I was talking about where you get your food. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things. And that's not a race thing or anything, but it's like American grilled pizza, kid's favorite, and then Asian cuisine at Santa's Marketplace. I bet it was pretty good. I didn't end up not trying it. So anyways, before we wrap this up, Holiday World was a pretty cool park. I'm glad I finally got to visit it after wanting to visit it for the last 14 years or so. I just happened to be in this part of the country, and it was well worth it. I was only there for about 5 hours or so, but that was more than enough. I ended up with 5 rides on Voyage, 3 on Thunderbird, 3 on Raven, 2 on Legend, and then I did the log flume and the river raft ride just because it was hot, and I gotta tell you, I enjoyed the log flume ride more than I enjoyed the Legend. It just had too many. The Legend had too many laterals. Slammed me into the side of the car too many times, and it's better than a lot of rides I've been on, but it just wasn't the. It was the worst. It was the least fun ride roller coaster at the park for me. Still a pretty good ride, but it was the least fun. I took a ride in the back seat first time, then I took a ride in the front just to make sure I wasn't, you know, looking at things the wrong way. But with that, I think my favorite ride at the park was the Voyage by far. It was like Shivering Timbers, except it's a terrain coaster. So much airtime. It was so cool. I mean, I did about 3 rides on it in a row, and after it was just amazing. And here's me on the Voyage. Can you guess which one is me? Can you guess? Yep, that's me. Right there. Totally not that dude. That dude. Totally not him. This guy. I don't know who he is, but I'm totally not him. Totally this guy. So with that, I think I shall conclude my review of the park. Let me check my list again, make sure I covered everything else. Oh, that is about it for Holiday World. If you're asking why I didn't go to the water park, the hotel's got a water park of its own. There's no need to visit the water park when you got one at your hotel. Water coasters, pfft, who needs them? Well, thank you for watching my review of Holiday Park. I rate this park as a 9 out of 11. It was pretty solid. Thank you for watching. How do I stop recording?